Hi, I'm Krista. Welcome to the channel. We are officially in the month of July, and that means that we are 1 month closer to Halloween. So I thought it would be fun to do a Summerween themed reading, and today the topic is what is haunting you? I already pulled these tarot cards to save some time, so let's go ahead and get into the reading. I haven't looked at these cards yet. And one thing I wanted to mention was when I was pulling these cards, I was pulling them from this deck, and I actually had to separate the deck in half to get the cards out, and I was hearing too much to handle that I had to break this into two separate piles to be able to hold it in my hand. And I got this feeling of there being too much to handle in a situation in your life. But let's go ahead and see what the cards say. Queen of Earth, which is Queen of Pentacles, the Chariot, Archangel Metatron, the Dreamer, Archangel Metatron again, and that is the full card. Seven of Fire, Seven of Wands. Actually, I want to move these up here so we have more room. 13, Release, Archangel Azrael, which is the Tower card. And Two of Earth, which is the Two of Pentacles. And there is that feeling of too much to handle and breaking it into two piles, like breaking it into the Two of Pentacles. It says too much going on at once, the need to make a decision, consider a more playful approach. Okay, let me take a look at these cards. So with the Two of Pentacles and the Tower and the Seven of Wands, that to me is saying that something in your life needs to be released. So whether it's something physical, something going on in your life, something that you're carrying, emotions. But because it's the Pentacles, I'm going to assume it's something physical, someone or something that you are taking care of. And I feel like your guides with the Seven of Wands here are saying to prioritize yourself and to prioritize what is important to you. What do you want to spend your time doing? And that more than likely you're this Queen of Pentacles energy, that you are someone that is available to everyone else, that you are a leader in your own right, but you're also compassionate and caring and nurturing to other people in your life, and you give of your time freely to other people. And I'm hearing the words reined in, that these other things, these other pentacles that are being put on you by other people or other situations, they are reining you in. Like you are a wild horse. Like I'm just really being drawn to the horses in these cards, that your energy is this energy of freedom and independence, like the wild horses over in the Outer Banks. Like that's what I'm thinking of. But these other pentacles, these other things in your life, whether they're tasks or whatever they are keeping you bridled, like keeping you reined in, so that you are no longer this wild horse that kind of roams the beach as you wish, that you're penned in, that there's something in your life keeping you and keeping your energy penned in. And I feel that Archangel Metatron, because like it came up twice, that Archangel Metatron is trying to guide you to this new beginning, this full here. There's the wild horse and then there's a portal, and it's like Metatron is trying to coax you through this portal. That Metatron wants to take you into this new place with the Chariot, that you're moving somewhere else. And I feel that you are moving towards your own priorities, your own passions and creativities, the things that bring you into that sense of wild, that sense of wonder I'm hearing. And I'm being drawn to this. I think it's a heron. It looks like a heron down here. And to me, herons are, they're one of those birds that you always see alone, but they're alone by choice. They're self-sufficient. And again, that's reflected back in this Queen of Pentacles. Like the Queen of Pentacles is self-sufficient. She has enough. Well, she has more than enough, and she has so much that's overflowing and able to help others. But in this situation, Archangel Metatron is saying to use that energy on yourself and to defend that action, to defend the action of caring for yourself if you have to. Like, if you have to stand up for yourself, it's okay to do so. It's encouraged, actually. And the irony isn't lost on me that I keep hearing the word independence, and I'm going to be posting this around Independence Day in America. And it's like Metatron is saying you need to fight for your independence. The independence to explore what you feel called to explore, the independence to walk through this portal alone, and to allow yourself to be carried to this new beginning by Archangel Metatron. And I'm being drawn to the crystals in this candle, how they're kind of like more are on this side than there are on this side, that they're unevenly distributed. And I feel like that is this load that you're carrying, that your tasks are unevenly distributed amongst people in your life or situations in your life. And Spirit is asking for that to be more balanced, or even the reverse, where your crystals are less on this side because you need to be focusing on yourself right now. And the other thing I'm drawn to is this dog in the card, because this crystal is called Dalmatian Jasper. And I picked it because it's very grounding. The colors are the same colors as this dog in the card, and it's called Dalmatian Jasper after a dog. So there could be a dog in your life. You could be going through this with like a pet companion, a spirit companion. And it's funny, I'm hearing soul contract as if this animal is here in your life at this exact moment to help you with this, to ground this into your physical reality. So this is the foundation of the reading, but I want to pull a card from this deck called the Haunted Cottage Oracle. And I just got this deck for Summerween reading because the artwork was just so beautiful and haunting, for lack of better words. Like, they really nailed it with the artwork, and everything's upside down. But I want to go ahead and ask the angels, what is haunting you in this situation? Number 3, Axe. I want to read from the guidebook since this is a new deck and I'm not quite familiar with it yet. Sharpen your skills, resilience, inner strength, challenges. The axe, one of humanity's earliest tools, symbolizes strength, resilience, and the ability to overcome challenges. It has long been associated with both physical and moral power, representing problem solving, protection, and the determination to defend what matters most. Defending what matters most is prioritizing what matters most to you. If you're facing significant challenges or feeling weighed down, take heart. It may be a sign that growth is near. The universe presents these trials to test your resolve and help you clarify your desires. Ask yourself, are you willing to persevere for what you truly want? Take setbacks in stride, remain committed, and trust that these difficulties will pass. Growth often requires discomfort. Change and challenge are not inherently negative. They are catalysts for transformation. While the journey may feel overwhelming, embrace the lessons embedded in these experiences. Even the most difficult moments hold the lessons that guide you closer to your authentic self. Every challenge is shaping you into a stronger, more grounded version of yourself. This card calls you to stand firm in your truth and trust the process. Remember the importance of self-care. The axe teaches you to sharpen your skills and fortify your inner strength, enabling you to carve a path through obstacles and emerge stronger than before. And I want to pull another card for more clarification on this. Cage. Yeah, didn't the angels say, like, you feel reined in and imprisoned? And the guidebook says, free yourself. Dependency, powerlessness, reclaiming control. A cage can take many forms, both literal and figurative. It symbolizes situations or mindsets that trap us, whether through addiction, unfulfilled desires, or self-imposed limitations. These constraints often steal our sense of freedom and power. Much like the bird outside the cage, we are reminded that we hold the power to break free. To regain control and move forward toward our spiritual or physical goals, we must first recognize the traps we've created and embrace the courage to liberate ourselves. Now is the time to break free from self-imposed limitations, avoid distractions. And the other thing I'm picking up on with these cards is this feeling of being sick of having to do things alone. And like I said before, the idea of the heron in this card, and there's actually a crane too, that these are birds that choose to be alone. You often see them alone, especially the herons. And this ghost here with the axe, I think of that chopping wood and carrying water, that they're out doing all the work. And maybe that's how you feel, that you're doing all the work, or you're putting all this work into something, and that you've gained independence in your physical world over these things, that you're not trapped in a physical sense. And I feel this can also mean that you feel trapped in that independence, that you want companionship, you want others to be with you on this journey. And I'm looking at this card and it's like the bird's out of the cage. The bird has gained its independence, but so what? Because the bird is still alone. Like, that's just how spirit is making me feel. And this card is making me think of I watch a lot of camping alone videos on YouTube. I just find them really peaceful. And what may be haunting you is loneliness, or the feeling of loneliness, wanting someone to share your experiences. And I am being drawn back to the horses and how the horses are paired off in these cards. And I feel that longingness to want to be paired off with someone, whether platonically or romantically. And that could very well be why Spirit was drawing me to the dog in this card, because animals make incredible companions. A lot of those camping videos, they have a dog with them. They go out into the woods and they share the experience with their dog. So that may be something that can help you through this transition. And I just really feel like there's some type of pet, some type of animal that is soul contracted with you through this experience. And then for others, you may be around people, but you may still feel alone. That you have people around you, but those people don't quite get you. That you are always defending yourself, defending your beliefs and defending your decisions. That you're always put in this position of having to stand up for yourself. So I'm feeling that you are haunted by your independence, because your independence means that you are lonely, that you don't have anyone else. You're independent by default, that you have to do these things because who else is going to do it? You're the only one there. You only have yourself. And then for others, that you may have people around you, but you still feel the same way. That you're independent because you have to be, because you haven't met the people that click with you, the people that support you, the people that don't question why you want to do what you want to do. And then there's the people that are independent because even though they're around people, they still can't be their most authentic selves, and they're always having to stand up for their beliefs, stand up for the decisions that they're making in their life. And that these people aren't sharing the workload with them, and everything still falls on their shoulders. So I guess the question is, if you go with Archangel Metatron through this portal, if you go with him and he takes you where you're supposed to be, where does that lead you? And I am being drawn to this Kipper deck. Where are they being led to? Expectation. Mean female. And this just popped out, marriage. So there's that partnership with somebody, the expectation of 50-50 of sharing something with somebody, and of course like the expectation of marriage, of meeting someone and getting married. Anything else? Bad health. And I feel like Archangel Metatron is saying with this bad health card that if you continue to make these decisions where, with like the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, that it's unbalanced, you're overgiving of your energy, that it's going to lead to health problems in your future. So what is Archangel Metatron bringing you if you choose to walk through this portal? To me, this looks like a friendship, relationship. Like the main female card is representative of being open to relationships. And for some, that may include marriage. And what Metatron is trying to discard to balance out is that overgiving of your energy that can lead to this, to your own low energy, not meeting your own energetic needs. And I guess the question I want to ask is, what can you do to aid yourself in going through that portal? Plant the seeds and joy and delight. And there are those animal companions that are with you. And I think about my own dog and how he influences me in my own life. Like, I call him the master of play because all he wants to do is play constantly all day long. He had a pretty traumatic life before he got to us, and despite that, he is just so playful and so joyful. That's always how he is, and that is him almost 100% of the day. Just play and joy. And I feel that a animal companion, whether you have one or you're thinking about getting one, can help you with this energy, can help change your perspective on things to bring more joy into your work and whatever seeds you're planting. I feel like they're saying plant the seeds and then go have some fun. Don't stand outside the garden watching and obsessing and waiting for this seed to grow into something. That you did the work, you put your energy into it, and now it's time to go do something fun for yourself. That it's not always about the work, it's not always about chopping wood and carrying water. That you need this fun and playful energy in your life, which brings me right back to that beginning energy of the reading. It's kind of all tying together because I'm thinking of this bird that the bird's out of the cage, but it's like it's still not flying free. It's just there in its isolation, there in its loneliness. And going back to the horses once again, it's like Spirit saying, go back to that wild part of you. You could even call it the animalistic part of you that just instinctually has fun for fun's sake. And that the thing that you can do to walk through this portal to be in this full energy isn't more work, it's to actually go have more fun and more play in your life. And I also feel too that that will lead you to finding other people that like to do similar things that you like to do and may help to bring you out of that feeling of isolation, the thing that's haunting you. And also, going out and having fun and doing things for yourself puts you in this vibrant energy. It puts you in this person's energy. And if you're someone that wants to meet somebody else, you're putting this energy out into the world. And it's like, would you be more inclined to want to be with someone in this energy or this energy? And they're saying to do it for yourself first. Do these things for yourself, and naturally everything will fall into place. But that seems like a great place to end the reading, so I'm going to end the reading here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a great Summerween, and that whenever you see this, you take the time to do something fun and joyful for yourself. And until we meet in the next reading, I'm wishing you a wonderful and blessed day. Bye.